In the previous video, I gave an overview of the different stages in PhD. Now in this video, I am going to talk about the first stage in PhD, that is coursework. So first I will talk in general about the coursework and later on share some tips that you might find useful in the first stage of PhD. So those who are new to this channel, hi, I am Sanika and I am pursuing PhD from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. I have created this YouTube channel to talk about PhD and share my experiences as I advance through the journey of PhD. So I had to complete 24 credits because I joined as a direct PhD student, which means I joined for the PhD program directly after completing my BTech itself. Those who join for the PhD program after completing their MTech, they have to complete only 12 credits. But by completing 12 extra credits in the direct PhD program, I saved 2 years of MTech. To complete the 24 credits, I attended 4 subjects in the first semester and 4 subjects in the second semester. So a total of 8 subjects with each subject carrying 3 credits, it totaled up to 24 credits. So my professor had suggested that I completely concentrate on the coursework initially and later on start with the research activity once I have completed all the credit requirements. But this varies from professor to professor, and your professor might ask you to begin with the research work alongside your courses. So in that case, you might want to spread out your coursework a bit, but remember that the maximum time that you can take to complete the credit requirements is 2 years. So all these decisions, which course to take, when to take, should be mutual between you and your guide. And mostly it is your guide who will suggest which subjects to take depending upon your PhD topic. So the specifics that I mentioned, like the 24 credits or 2 years span, are all specific to this program and IISc. If you wish to find out more information about other courses in IISc or credit requirements for other colleges like IITs, check the links below that I have given in the description box. How should you approach the coursework during PhD? So generally the coursework in PhD is not given a lot of importance and the attitude towards it is just to get done with it. But I personally think that it shouldn't be so. I had considered the coursework as equipping myself with the right concepts that I need to apply during the third stage of PhD. So the focus here should be on understanding and spending time to acquaint yourself with the basic concepts, because it is crucial to have those concepts inside your head rather than just random statements written in the books. So let us begin with the tips for the first stage in PhD. Some of these tips were given to me by my seniors and my friends, mostly while having food in mess. So I will share some of those as well as some from my own experience. So here goes the first tip. Follow the 3 is to 1 rule, which says that for every 1 hour lecture that you attend, you need to spend 3 hours studying that lecture. So initially when you start attending the lectures, it might seem for the first 2 weeks that everything is going easy. But be warned, it is like the calm before the storms and soon the courses will pick up pace. So try to be on top of it right from the start. What I did to keep up with the classes is I spent 2 to 3 hours studying and understanding the previous lecture before I went on to attend the next lecture. And this is a reasonable thing to follow because mostly the lectures are on Monday, Wednesday, Friday or on Tuesday, Thursdays. So you get 1 day in between to revise the previous lecture. A bit of planning should do the trick. So this will really help you to keep up with the class, and it is good to be on the same page as your professor because that will help you not go mad during the submissions and exams, because there are going to be lots of them. So moving to the second tip, that is group study. So when I said that you need to spend 3 hours per every 1 hour lecture, it need not always be done alone. Group study is a good option because discussion definitely helps. With me, it was just two to three of us, and we had so many deep and satisfying discussions. And that is one of the things that I enjoyed most about IISc. You might have heard this, and you will actually see people engrossed in deep discussions while walking on the road or even in mess. I might be among those people once in a while, but it's frankly quite irritating to listen to other guys who are discussing something sitting in the mess. So don't at all do that. This should be actually the most important tip in my video. So the next tip is that remember that everyone is in the same boat. So this was one other factor that was helpful about group study, that whenever I was tense that I did not understand a particular topic or a particular lecture, since I discussed it with my classmates, almost every time I found that even they were struggling with the same concept that I was. So everybody is at the same level. So you need not worry a lot. Discuss your doubts with your friends, and if you are not satisfied with those answers, you can always approach the professors and they are happy to answer all our doubts. So the fourth tip is forget last day preparations. Frankly, you won't have time before the end semester exams to cover the whole semester syllabus. And if you want to keep that knowledge for long term, better take it in as it is delivered. So consistency is the key here. If you take in knowledge bit by bit, then you won't also be stressed during the exams, because exams are not going to be straightforward. They will be mostly application of concepts, and it requires that you have understood the concepts and you are well acquainted with the concepts so that you can apply them to the new problems that are presented in the exams. So the fifth tip now is be on time. So the first thing is try to attend the courses right from the first lecture, because some professor begin teaching in the first lecture itself. And if you join late, you might find it difficult to cope up with the lectures later on. So be proactive, ask your professor, confirm your subjects that you want to register, and start attending them immediately. One other thing that you should also be concerned is about the subjects that you are supposed to credit in the next semester if you are. If the subject that you want to credit in the next semester requires prerequisite that you must credit in this semester, be sure that you know that beforehand. Second thing is reach the lectures on time, because if you miss the first 5-10 minutes of the lecture, there is absolutely no use attending the rest of the lecture, because most probably you won't understand anything. This might not be a problem with the lectures currently being conducted online, because you can always watch the recorded ones, but still, if you have a proper timetable set up, just follow it. So the last tip is to stay connected with the world outside IISc. We often forget that there actually exists a world outside IISc, because we hardly feel the need to even step out of the campus, and most of the times our day ends in doing room to mess, mess to lecture, lecture to mess, and then back to room. So don't let that happen. Spare some time to talk with your family, with your friends, something that is outside your studies and something that is relaxing. So when I thought that I needed a break from the routine, I would often go out for movies, mostly on Friday night, because other weekdays are not possible and tickets on weekends are really expensive. Or else I would often go to ISKCON temple, which is just 15 minutes walk from our campus. And the most favorite place that is actually not outside campus, it's the main building inside campus. So I would sit under the night sky, order my favorite ice cream, and just sit there and enjoy myself.